files accessed.
This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Well, the number of liquor stores in Oakland is based on the population, and now the city says it has 65 more liquor stores than state law permits. City officials claim the overconcentration of stores produces more crime. Liquor stores have become a magnet for crime in some parts of Oakland. They tend to attract gun violence, drug dealing, loitering, and underage drinking.
You don't have to travel far to find a liquor store in Oakland.
It's not difficult to find a liquor store in Oakland. There are more than 300 of them. Many of them are right next to each other.
For like West Oakland, we have like a lot of liquor stores, like on one street, like Peralta's, like 1, 2, like 3 down that way. It's like, that's a lot.
City Attorney John Russo calls some liquor stores a magnet for crime, encouraging loitering and inviting underage drinking.
A bad corner liquor store is a crucible and an accelerant for crime. And when you're attacking crime, it's not just a question of more arrests or more convictions, although those are very important. What you have to look at are what are the root causes of crime and what are the accelerators? What are the environments that allow crime to take place? People who are familiar with the broken windows theory, that if you take care of the low-level crime, you will create a better environment, and that creates a reduction in the more horrific crime. This is sort of part of that holistic approach in dealing with crime reduction in our tougher neighborhoods. The problem is not the fact that there are corner stores. Much of Oakland really needs those corner stores because many of our neighborhoods don't have large supermarket chains. The problem is that a small percentage of the corner stores in Oakland become bad neighbors. They're engaged in drug dealing or assisting with drug dealing. They are involved with bad behavior. And people will say, why pick on the liquor stores? And the answer is there are not crowds of people engaging in illegal and antisocial behavior in front of the laundromat. They're in front of the liquor store, and often with the cooperation of the liquor store owner. Our office's position is, if you are not acting as a good neighbor, we will work with you. We will come up with a plan with you together with the Oakland Police Department to help turn your operation around. Sometimes they dig their heels in and say, no, it's not my problem. When that happens and we find that they are violating the law or they are acting as a blight or a magnet for crime in their community, we do shut them down.
You know, it's not all of the businesses that have this particular problem, but it is significant. It is a significant enough number that the problem is consequential. In poor communities, again, because there are so many liquor stores. There's so many liquor stores in the community that you know, even 1 or 2 of them can be quite a significant problem. So it's not necessarily the store itself that is a problem in and of itself. It's the activities that actually go on around them that is the problem.
If you have a problem property on a prominent corner, it's a sign to the more vicious criminals that this is a neighborhood that no one cares about and I can operate here. I can give you an example of an enforcement action with multiple approaches from multiple agencies that concluded very successfully. And that's in the Laurel District on MacArthur Boulevard here in Oakland, and it's the 7 Seas bar. Notorious for many years. There had been three shootings in 2007. There had been police chases through neighbors' yards, and neighbors had been complaining about the nuisance activity at the 7 Seas for many years. And in fact, our office brought a lawsuit to shut down the 7 Seas bar as a nuisance to the neighborhood.
We're very happy to be here. Of course, the kind of partnership we shared with the City Attorney's Office and the Oakland PD is a very effective one. It's ongoing, and we certainly want to let...
At the same time, we work together with our partners at Alcoholic Beverage Control in Sacramento. They work together with the Oakland Police Department, so there won't be a bar, let alone a problem bar there in the future.
But we're looking for these guys, and we're going to keep finding them, and we're going to keep putting them out of business.
You know, having the city attorney's office there representing community interest in this respect makes literally all the difference in the world.
There are many organizations and people who have to work together vigorously and cooperatively to make a difference in our neighborhood. There are the neighborhood crime prevention councils, the people who live in these neighborhoods who have to have the courage to come forward to make these complaints against people who are sometimes not the nicest guys. And so it's a team approach, and that in order to make things better at the neighborhood level, we require cooperation, guts, and hard work from lots of different people, and we owe them so much.
Papa top again. I've just got time for one more round. Set 'em up, my friend. Then I'll be gone and you can let some other fool sit down.